يا من أجبت دعاء نوح فانتصر وحملته في فلكك المشحون يا من أحال النار حول خليله روحا وريحانا بقولك كوني.
إن الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back for a few words. Rajab, day 2, 1442. After the month of Jumad al-Ula and Jumad al-Ukhra, these 2 months wherein we try to reconnect to the basics of Islam, and the basics of Islam being the Shahada, Tawheed, and the root branches of the pillars of Islam. Then we come to the month of Rajab. And the month of Rajab is a special month because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala considers it along with the other 3 months of Dhul Qa'dah, Dhul Hijjah and Muharram. With those 3 months that run consecutively, 6 months later Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brings up the month of Rajab and considers that also as one of the sacred 4 months. And why is it sacred? It is sacred because these are the particular months, and Rajab in particular, as we are speaking of right now, a month wherein we are extra cautious about not violating the laws of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not violating the hukms and the commands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And it is in this month of Rajab that the Arabs long time ago, they would actually sacrifice animals for their idols, for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but at the same time they would do shirk and they would offer it to the idols as well. This was their form of considering Rajab as a month of connecting with Allah, because they used to say li tarjibihim a'latahum. Okay, li tarjibihim, they would want to connect with their Lord, they would want to connect with their spiritual side. So getting closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, one of the things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam himself in the year of huzn, in the year of grief and sorrow, one of the worst years in the life of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala physically took him closer to himself. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took him on that special journey of Mi'raj, wherein he elevated him and he raised him, not elevated only in the spiritual sense, but elevated him in the physical sense, and took him out of the realms of our known understanding and into the different realm wherein he was standing in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No other human being, not only human being, no other creation, even Jibreel alayhi salam, could not be in attendance of that zone wherein Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he himself was invited by Allah. Such closeness that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him. And in that particular moment, Allah gifted him one of the greatest of all gifts, and that is the gift of salah. And this gift of salah is so important, subhanAllah. We know the whole story that he came down and he imparted that understanding and knowledge to the rest of the ummah. And even though we only pray 5 times daily salah, we will get the reward of 50 times daily salah. We will get the reward of 50 times, because that was the original commandment. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed the Muslims, us right now, the ummah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that our 5 times daily salah is the mi'raj of the mu'min. There are some scholars that actually say that this happened on the 27th of Rajab. However, there's nothing authoritative behind it or any kind of authentic evidences, because even the scholars, they differ when it exactly happened, and they think that it might be 27th, it could be before, it could be afterwards. There are so many different opinions, and the blessedness and the specialness regarding that particular night was for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. More than 1400 years ago, way before Hijrah, when it actually happened on that particular night. This specialness and this commemoration is not something that happens on a yearly basis, just like Laylatul Qadr and just like other special days and nights, like the 10 days of Dhul Hijjah, or there's nothing like this that happens on a regular basis. This only happened in the life of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam on that particular night. So rather than get carried away with too much about the ritualistic aspects of that particular night, what we need to do is take away the lessons of Mi'raj, take away the lessons of this particular journey. And the greatest thing is the the mandatory requirements upon us Muslims for salah, and we need to perfect our salah, because our 5 times daily salah is the mi'raj of the mu'min, the mi'raj, that very journey that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam took to be in the presence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is what we Muslims do on a regular basis. And the other thing that the ulama, they say that all the sacred months have Dhul Qa'dah, Dhul Hijjah, Muharram and Rajab, they all share something common, which is the increased amount of fasting. So we need to start that as well. We need to try and fast on the Mondays and the Thursdays and the middle days of the month, which is regarded as the white days. Let us increase that fast, because if we do that, then next month is Sha'ban, and the month after that is Ramadan. And this is where the Salaf, they used to say that the month of Rajab is the month to sow the seeds, and the month of Sha'ban is to water the seed, okay, and the month of Ramadan is to harvest the fruits from that seed. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give me and you the tawfiq to actually perfect our salah, get ready for this, increase our fasting, and this is the spiritual rejuvenation in preparation for one of the most important months of the year yet to come, just around the corner. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give me and you the tawfiq. Jazakumullahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.